Hello everybody, Red Wizard 86, back again. We're playing more Dice Effect, the game where we play Mass Effect, but all decisions are made by dice, and I occasionally stammer. I'm going a little bit early today because it's Father's Day and I've got plans with my dad later. Someday I'll learn to keep schedule, but last week things worked out better than I expected, actually. The dice were relatively kind, and we saved almost all the colonists, except for Fidan. I kind of think he just gave up there. But we're going to go talk to the big psychic plant. Ashley and Wrex with me. Usual for this Shepard. So dark. There it is.
Okay, we just have to find this thing and put a couple of rounds into... What the hell is that?
Alright. 5.
We are going to need bigger guns.
Yeah. Maybe something up there.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Okay. 2.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
Is 3.
I don't argue with plans. Give me what I want, now.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood is you grow.
That did it. He's just running in circles.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
And has vocal cords. Oh yeah, there we go. Spitting out another one. beam. Got another grenade.
Dead and done. Just the way I like 'em.
Do I talk now? Not yet? Alright. Oh. Hey, leveled up. So juicy.
I think we got him, Commander.
Thanks, Wrex. I like switching to a shotgun here. Yeah. Some of these things is getting through my shields. There we go. Should use these more often. That's my bad. Crap. How much does it take? There we go.
All clear.
Medical station. Neat. Oh, it's Metagel. I'll take some of that. So juicy.
Think we're good?
Oh. Okay, I need to switch. Ah, no. It's doing stuff to me. I'm gonna stick to the pistol. Every time I kill these guys close up, I get their gross juice on me.
Clear.
played ball. I could do things while we're just- Oh, is he there? Get your Thorian juice off me. Ashley, use your guns. That's all you have. Ah. Ew.
Area secured.
Oh, I just went back the way I came. Did I? No. Yeah, here we go. Couldn't see. Okay.
All targets down.
I mean, space zombies so gross. Oh, there it goes.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Probably. 6. Gonna be a dick about it.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
5.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Typical Asari meddling. About time it bit you in the ass.
Well, aren't you pleasant? Alright. Odd on the left, even on the right. 14.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
1.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
Odd on the left, even on the right. 1.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
1 again.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
1 again. 3 in a row.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Weird expression.
I have
Did you see
given you
that
the
too?
cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
Are you all right, Shepard? What'd she do?
5.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little queasy. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Right, let's get some info out of the way.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Odd. Even. 4.
The galaxy's a better place with that thing dead and gone.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
Alright.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Alright. What do we do here? 2.
I can't spend any more time here. Not while Saren's still out looking for the conduit.
Then I wish good fortune upon you. Saren must be stopped before he finds the conduit. As for me, I will stay here with the colonists. I feel great shame for my part in their suffering. As long as any of the colonists remain on this world, I will do whatever I can to aid and protect them.
You did it.
Oh,
With the
there's a
Thorian
chance
gone,
I'm
we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogenes' threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Oh, you're welcome. Right. Let's cash in some points. So, 10 options to spend points on, so my D10, which I left around. Here it is. Alright. So first off, 0, which my count is 10, so spectre training. 9, 1 up, be intimidating. 6. Right, that unlocked medicine, so now I've got switch to a D12, and if I roll a 12, I'll just re-roll. 1. Oh, 12, re-roll. 4. 4. 4 again. 3. 11. Alright, moving on. Ashley. 9 options. Back to the D10. Roll if I get a 0. Oh no, wait, she only, that one's full, so switch to a D8 actually. 6. 6 again. 2. 3. 2 again. Come on. Wow, another 2. Alright. Plenty of shotguns. Right. So Wrex really only has 7 options here, so I'll just re-roll if I get an 8 on this. 1. 2. Everybody loves shotguns. 2 again. Shit. 1. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. 6. Oh, wait, that was 5. Yeah, that was fine. That's 5. And 5 again. Okay, 1 more and I'll get throw. That would have come in handy. Yeah, let's just say I read all that. And might as well talk to a few people before I head back.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right. Thank you.
I totally could have saved that last guy, but
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
I hope Exogeny learned their lesson.
what are the odds all 3 of you have the name Fugi? That's a joke. Hey, Ledger, buddy.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
I probably won't be coming back, buddy. It is a better gun than the one I'm using, but I don't have the money for it. Jeez, even that's a lot of money. Never mind. Hey, Davin.
Thank you for everything you did.
Oh, you're...
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
You guys alive?
I have my own thoughts again. Thank you, Commander.
Pharos will be back in shape in no time, Commander. We'll make sure of it.
They tell me you survived the coups. Glad you're on our side.
Hey, something to do later. You guys just lie down. I'll just be packing your stuff. Hi, Ian.
Free. I can't believe I'm free.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back.
Okay. Nobody has anything interesting to say. Right, nobody's there. Let's go back this way.
Thanks to you, Greta and I can start over.
Good for you, Davin.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
How did you... Alright. So many
It will
teleporters.
take time for things to get back to normal around here. Thank you for freeing us.
So Davin's been saying you guys are a thing. Do you know about that?
The Thorian forced me to think what it wanted. I felt when you killed it.
Creepy. That's really... Oh. So dark. Ah, here we go. There's the ship.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Are you okay, Commander? You look a little pale.
It's that damn cipher. That Asari messed you up good. And for what? We still don't know where to find the stupid conduit. What a waste.
And Liara's not here to help yet. 6.
You're right. We've been on a wild goose chase this whole time.
We still have another lead, Commander. That Asari scientist in the Artemis Tau cluster, the Matriarch's daughter. She's an expert on the Protheans. Maybe she knows something.
6 again.
Don't worry. We'll deal with her soon enough. Crew dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Odd yes, even no. 5.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
5.
Exogeny tried to study it. Look how that turned out.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
4.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Okay then. Oh, hey, a little bit of free XP. All right. Might as well make the rounds. Okay. Load monitor. What's up, Joker?
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Same thing. None of this matters.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Okay. Metagel. Creepy walk up. Awkward turn.
Anything you need, Commander?
These are just the same in getting information, so I'll do them both.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
6.
Like I've got time to write you up. You have something you want to say, feel free.
Fair enough. Truth is, there's something wrong with all of this.
This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
5.
We'll get things done. I'd rather operate independently than have the brass on our backs anyway.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
1.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
6. Damn corpos.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents to expose people to element 0.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case, anyway. My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Odd even? 6.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with, but we kept our clothes on. Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
3.
I want to know everything my crew is capable of, Lieutenant. We're out of our element here.
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away. Anything you need, Commander?
Okay, which one did I do?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could
Yeah, I
take
think
it.
that's right.
One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharaohs. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Ah, geez, I'm just so used to going over here to talk to Garrus. Forgot he's downstairs. It used to be so much slower. Yeah, there's Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Wish we got to see, like, any of Garrus's family throughout the games. They're obviously important to him. Ugh, 6.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Odd. Even? 2.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Thorian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
6. Some offense taken, I guess.
Spoken like a true CSEC officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
6 again. Shit. We're encouraging him to go Punisher.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Alright, Ashley, what's up?
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
3.
It's not normal for an enlisted to speak informally with the commander.
I figured since the crew was so small, you might be more permissive. I mean, that helmsman of yours. Most places, he'd be at Captain's Mast every day. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Thorian and Wrex. With all due respect,
Just
Commander,
admission with Wrex.
should they have full access to the ship?
Space racist. 3.
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. You're out of line.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
I know there's probably more. Should I?
Commander?
How we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
They're kind of both throwing mixed signals back and forth at each other. Alright, Wrex, what's up with you?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
I think I already did all these, so...
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Odd. 6.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Yeah, you know how you do, Grave Robin.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Wrex.
Bye, Wrex.
Shepard.
Alright. Your turn, Tally. Free XP. How we doing on that? A little ways away.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Please don't be a dick to Tally. She's one of my favorites. 5. Good enough.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
1, 2, 3, 4. 3.
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
5.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling, but really we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Okay.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright. Let's check in on everybody. Except Liara, but we haven't recruited her yet. What time is it? We're at about 50 minutes. Clear that. So I could do some side missions, or we could jump right into either going to Noveria or finding Liara. And that sounds like a choice for the dice. But I might just leave that for next time. Oh, and there's also the asteroid, the DLC mission. So I have a few choices ahead of me. But yeah, I think this is a good natural stopping point, and we will leave that decision for next time. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. I'll also be on Wednesday again for my usual Master Chief Collection, Halo Master Chief Collection multiplayer. All right, have a good one.